Namaste, my beautiful queens. We'll do one more video today. Pick up the card. This idea was sent to me in email, and being honest with you, I do not remember if I have already done a video like this before, because I am doing so many videos, private, non-private, but just for fun of it, I think I overdone coffee today. And just for fun of it, I've done 3 zodiacs for months of July today, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and I will do the rest of the zodiacs. Then you're gonna have all the zodiacs and have months of July. The question is this: what he absolutely hates in you. And you sometimes, he can hate in you that he cannot manipulate you, probably, or he can hate you that you don't you are not his puppet. Let's see, let's have some fun in it, and ask such a question. The Grand Lux, I'm sorry, okay, this already came out 2 cards. We are going to put them back. What he hates, so was High Priestess, of course, your intuition that you cannot be fooled, and Chariot, that you are ruling your own life and you don't let him rule your life. The 2 cards came as collectivists for all of you. But how about you choose 1 card out of 5? What he hates about you. Let's see. Let us see. Asking the spirits of fire, earth, air, and water to give us the answers to our questions, and see what's going to come. What he hates about you. Card number 1. What he hates about you. Card number 2. What he absolutely hates about you. What I wonder, I need to ask this question, but I even know the answer, that it's gonna be that he absolutely cannot do anything about me. I do my own thing. Number 4 and number 5. Let us see. Let us have some fun and enjoy time. So card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4. What he hates about you, this man. If you are dealing with a couple of them, then choose 1 card for each. And card number 5. So let's just go to it and see what he absolutely hates about you. Card number 1. What is that he hates? Ooh. So he hates 8 of Wands. Let me move this a little bit here now. So, you just burst into his life. So once upon a time, there was a man who was wonderfully living his life and doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. Absolutely didn't expect nothing happening, whatever. Suddenly it happened to me. And suddenly, because this card has a nickname, the Arrows of Love, which is just love jumped on him. So he was walking calmly to get his iced caramel macchiato, or his black coffee with a foam made out of egg whites, whatever, and he just raised his eyes, or however it was in your life, or he just came to work and kaboom, and he met you. This love just freaking jumped on him. He didn't ask for it. He didn't wait for it. He kind of didn't even believe in it. He just zero. And you just, boom, and you just burst into his life. absolutely driving him crazy, because Eight of Wands rises in a man this adrenaline, and just no, the feelings are not deep yet. It's just the beginning, but he's completely lost all his marbles. He feels euphoric. It's like a drug. It's like a glass of champagne, and he hates it that he feels such an enormous pull towards you, such a crazy pull he feels towards you, such a passionate desire to be with you, that he totally 100% hates it. Especially he hates if he's not free. We are not looking if he's free or not. We are looking what he hates about you. And and you are like a bird. You are a free bird, and you some of you are corresponding and talking, some of you are in a distance, and the problem is that you're a free bird, and he understands that if he doesn't realize and doesn't decide what the heck to do with it, then you're gonna fly away. And it was unexpected. Of course, a man, especially if it's a man like Emperor, who is a control freak, and suddenly you just burst into his life, and suddenly you just open up some information in him, and suddenly he feels like a teenager. Suddenly he feels all those feelings and emotions and inspiration, which he kind of forgot how to do, and he doesn't know what to do with all this. But at the same time, you show him that no, you don't play by the rules. You are with the one who loves you, who dedicates his time to you, but you make him look differently at so many things. At the same time, your personality over freedom. You're free. You're not dependent. Not going to be sitting out there and waiting for him. So he has to decide what he's supposed to do about this, because you're a queen. But at the same time, this is a painful situation for him, of course, depending on situation, because there are issues obviously there, and which he would have to solve in order to win you. But we'll see. So this is what he hates about you. Those of you who chose card number 2, what oh, wow. Well, you know what, being honest with you, I haven't seen. What is a man? A man is, of course, a control freak, double control freak, triple control freak, or I do not even know how many times control freak. The Wheel of Fortune sometimes, very often, talks about a man who had been alone for some time. The thing is that Wheel of Fortune is anti-control. Wheel of Fortune comes, you cannot fight. It's a destiny. Your destiny came. You cannot fight Wheel of Fortune. This is the karma. Connected with number 10 and number 21, astrologically connected with Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, the rulers of karma. So this is the breaking point. I cannot even, of course, it's always who loves karmic relationships, seriously, who is enjoying when karma, goddess karma comes, goes like this on your shoulder and say, hello, I have come to teach you a couple lessons. I have come to get my debts, and you, dear boy, you cannot escape. And a man do very stupid thing very often. They are trying to very often escape from it. So of course he clearly understands that you are not something what just appeared and they're gonna disappear. This is very tough, because the wheel is turning, the wheel is up, the wheel is down, and especially if it's a man who is used to rule his life, rule his kingdom, his empire, whatever, And suddenly this brings karma, and karma brings what? Changes, and changes bring what? Transformation. You come to make him see the reality, to make him finish one period of life and start a new period of life. Very often it's a man who's already has a family and married, and he's unhappy in his marriage, but he has to do it because of something else. But he understands that he cannot avoid. You brought a destiny to him, but he cannot avoid. But this is the card of changes. This is the card at the same time of happiness, because again it's wheel of fortune, but fortune which you need. This is uncontrollable. This is surprise of destiny which you can't control, and you got to go into this transformation. You will be forced into this transformation. You will be pushed by the divine into this transformation. And of course it could be a new relationship you are, but it could be as well that you have been already you already knew each other before, and of course you are you are free like the previous card, and you understand karma, you're spiritual, so you're not running away from it. You understand that you cannot run away from a destiny, what's meant to be is supposed to be, and you came to him to get the debts which he owes you probably from previous life, and of course he hates it, but at the same time he understands and realizes this is unavoidable. There is tons of things connecting with you and him. If you chose this card, the Wheel of Fortune brings a lot. He was leaving his routine, and suddenly you came, and he must refuse from control and trust the divine. And for a man it's very difficult, even though he understands you are a destiny, you're meant to be, but he hates when he has to let go of control. But this is not gonna be easy for him, and it's not gonna just disappear, it's not gonna go somewhere. It's a destiny. It's a destiny. I could be talking about this for till tomorrow, being honest with you. Major arcanas are major arcanas, or they have so much information in them. Card number 3. Those of you who chose card number 3, what he absolutely hates. How can anyone hate Queen of Cups? But men will hate a queen because a queen, especially if it's a man who was, he just blinks and woman falls to his feet. He just smiles and a woman falls to his feet. Definitely you are your own queen, especially if you are a water sign, because obviously Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But what can he hate if he is like very, very stuck in 3D? Of course, Queen of Cups, she's in peace with her inner world, and he will have issues understanding you. You would be a mystery, especially, of course, obviously a Cancer is very deep and mysterious. Scorpio is very deep in mystery. Even if you're not a water sign, you chose this card, you definitely have the features of the Queen of Cups. So you have intuition, you can foresee things, you cannot be fooled. It's the attempts to lie to a Queen of Cups is as useless as lying to the High Priestess. It's absolutely useless. She intuitively knows the truth. Also, he would be hating this in you if he's completely, if you are dealing with a so-called Kings of Swords, the very practical, or Emperor, a very practical, very rational type of a man who, if I can do this to that, it exists, otherwise it doesn't exist. And you are, of course, a psychic, you are a sorceress, you are a seer, you are full of mystery. He can't figure you out. He can't take you to little parts and put each part into the shelf it's belonged to. So he has to transform in order to be with you. He has to change. He has to open his heart, because probably you came to a man whose root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras are active, and anything higher than that, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown, everything is closed. So you came and you opening up the different world for him, and he resists, and you're teaching him to look deep inside, to meditate, to look into subconscious, to look in the mirror of his soul. You're a medium, you're a psychic. You teach him to submerge himself to the peace and happiness and feel, just feel, instead of trying to analyze everything, instead of trying to explain everything from rational point of view. He hates it, and even he can hate your empathy. The thing is that if he hates your most wonderful features, maybe you need to kick him out of your life. And also, you're emotional, you're empathic, you're kind, you feel what other people feel. Then you're not gonna pass by someone who suffers, someone who is pains, and if he is narcissistic type, of course empathy is not his strong part. And you're romantic, and you're gentle, and you're charming, and if he hates your best features, maybe he hates it because he doesn't possess it. Maybe he hates it because he thinks that everyone has to be practical and logical. Look at your situation and see if it's even worth of doing anything with this man, because you are such an angel, and he hates all your most wonderful features, most angelic and unique features of you, and he hates it. Maybe you need to find yourself King of Cups like yourself. The card number 4, Page of Wands. So another, especially if you are a fire sign, most possibly you haven't met a long time ago, but if you met, what he hates is uncontrollable. The thing is chemistry. He loves to be more, controlling his desires and wishes. But he, with you, especially if he's a respectable, grown-up dude, with you, whatever he thinks of you, whatever he dreams of you, of course he's not going to confess that he's dreaming of you. He feels like a teenager with this uncontrollable sexual, sensual desire and pull you're awakening in him. It's that. It's like he feels like a literally teenager who all he can think is about making love with you and having sex with you, and he hates it because he considers that he is overgrown that age when he was a teenager, and he was constantly thinking about girls. But he's not constantly thinking about girls, he's constantly thinking about you. So you cause a lot of passion in him, uncontrollable passion, and make him feel like a teenager, and around you he doesn't know what to say, he doesn't know how to behave, even if he doesn't show that to you. And that's what he hates in this. And finally we are having card number 5 here. Nine of Cups. So the only thing I can say what he would hate is that if he cannot be with you by somehow, because what you are, how he sees you as a personality, he I will give you several meanings of that. He considers that you are a woman who deserves luxury, not just normal life, kind of comfortable, but you deserve luxury. And if he is a man who cannot give you that luxury, he can hate that just the fact that he would wish to give you the whole world on a silver platter, but unfortunately he cannot do it. So he hates it that he cannot give you such a lifestyle now which you deserve. At the same time, another meaning of this card is that if you spend a lot of time with friends, girlfriends, you going somewhere away from him, he totally hates. He's a jealous type, and he hates when you are somewhere. Well, you are a free girl, he has to get used not to try to control you. Another thing, you might be extremely beautiful, because this is a card of someone who possesses incredible physical beauty, and he hates it because it's scary, because anytime he can lose you because of your beauty, someone else can get you and carry you away. So that he thinks that you deserve so much in life. And but here, please be careful. If a man has issues with alcohol, please be very careful, because very often Nine of Cups plays like that. Another thing, what he hates about you, because this is a position, he constantly feels this sensual hunger towards you. Even it's that song, I had you so many times, but somehow I want more, like that. No matter how many times he had you, it's never enough. He wants you more. Erotically, you are very keep him constantly hungry, and he can't control it, and that is the passion and hunger he can't satisfy, and he hates it, of course, about it. And also he's very jealous. He constantly thinks that someone will be better than him, and that someone will take you and grab you and steal you, something like that. What else I wanted to say? Be careful with this man, because be careful if you are dealing with a egocentric type of person. If you are having this little red flags of a narcissism, that he wants to, somebody takes a beautiful girl and hides her away from the rest of the world. So be careful. He's not gonna hide you from the rest of the world, and he is going to behave the way a man is supposed to behave, because it looks like he hates that fact that he cannot give you life you deserve. He hates that you're too beautiful, that you're too sensual, that too many men would want to have you, and it's gives me lots of questions. So of course, take what resonate, pay attention to red flags, and then take this information into consideration, because that might help you choose the right path. That is all, my beautiful queens, what he hates about you. I hope it was fun, and I hope it was helpful. I am wishing you all the best. Tomorrow I will do fire signs for July, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I will talk to you later. Namaste.